Tough Enough title. You have your neighborhood-friendly spider monkey over there, Arthur Nicholas, and Jamin Tayaba. Referee checking the mouthpieces, cage is closing. Here we go. There goes Jamin Tayaba throwing his signature overhand left there, standing in that southpaw stance. Misses. Archie's expecting it. You know, like I said, these guys train together for quite a while, so Archie knows his weaknesses, as does Jamin know Archie's.
And like I said, there's no really feeling out process. It's just getting in there and getting it done because these guys have trained together for so long. And you know, Jamin's he's throwing some heavy bombs, especially that overhand left. And he's in a southpaw stance, which confuses a lot of guys.
You know, and the one thing that everyone needs to learn about the southpaw stance is that when that happens, you just need to throw that straight two right down the pipe, and your jab to him isn't really anything, but you throw that straight two, that can land almost every time because he has that left hand lowered.
And like I said, it's a mental part of the game. You know, me being a southpaw, I like to have that mental edge over my guys, but like you said, it's just a two. Great power punches from Jamin.
Beautiful right and left overhand. Archie was just standing there eating it. He needs to go in and out, and Jamin right now, all he's doing is just counter all of Archie's punches. But Archie's doing a good job of keep moving. You know, both these fighters looking very fresh, especially after that first minute. Very good right hand by Archie, looking very good.
It's exactly what you were saying, just countering with that straight. And
Archie lands a good knee to the body there and a right hand. And like I'm saying, all Jamin is doing right now, he's just looking to counter off of Archie's punches and kicks. Good body kick there to the midsection.
I think the key to this fight for both fighters is just to keep their hands up. I mean, both of them got very good combo from Jamin.
Very much so. Archie needs to keep circling because Jamin's just going to keep throwing that overhand right. Jamin lands a nice body kick and lands a good overhand right again.
And this is where that experience comes in from
good block right there on the overhand right from Archie. You know, Archie keeps giving up his position because he keeps circling towards that strong hand as he comes in. He needs to circle to the left and then come in at a good angle if he wants to land some good punches. But Jamin's reading him perfectly and landing that overhand every time.
And he's doing a great job of, you know, using that roadblock technique, you know, just kind of lifting his elbows up a little bit, rolling them off.
Good job by Archie recognizing the overhand that time and throwing the body kick.
Both fighters doing a great job of just picking each other apart, staying patient. That's what we like to see.
You can definitely tell these guys used to train together because, you know, they're capitalizing on both each other's mistakes every single time.
They're just almost waiting for each other.
Both fighters seem more relaxed and are taking more time on their shots now. Good uppercut there by Jamin. He throws that signature overhand left again. Good left to the body this time.
Seems like a little bit of a low blow.
Yeah, it looks like Jamin stepped off to the left there when he threw that overhand left, and Archie kind of just clipped him just a little bit on the inside of the thigh and got the cup there with his toes.
Which is going to happen a lot when it comes to a southpaw against an orthodox guy.
This is very true because, you know, both fighters' stance are opposite of their main leg kick, so most guys are used to circling a certain way, and that main leg kick comes straight across the body and lands.
Of course.
It was a very accidental kick there. Both fighters touch gloves and they understand and they're back to the action. 10 seconds. I guess they didn't stop the clock on that leg kick there. Very good round. You know, that could have gone either way. I don't know who got that round. I mean, Jamin did land a lot of those overhand rights, but Archie had some good body kicks, and both fighters were capitalizing on each other's mistakes. So, you know, I really can't say who won that round.
Same here, I'm stalemate. What I like to see more from Jamin is there was a combo where he finished with that body kick. I'm a big fan of throwing barrage of punches and always finishing with either a leg or body or head kick. I'm a big fan of that. So I like to see more of that from Jamin. Archie's doing a great job of, you know, blocking and deflecting his punches, but I want to see him counter more. It looks like Jamin's a shorter guy, but Archie's, you know, being more the counter fighter, and I want to see that a lot more.
You know, one thing I want to see Archie use his length. You know, I want to see him set up his kicks better, and I want to see him take Jamin down. I want to see where this fight goes on the ground because I think that could be a game changer for Archie.
Of course.
But Jamin, you know, he's being smart. He's keeping his distance. He's picking his shots on the counters, and both these fighters are making this a great title fight right now.
They're being very precise. Here we go, start of the second round.
Archie's got some good fakes, but I think Jamin knows these kicks are coming now. Good job by Jamin noticing that he missed that leg kick and recovering very fast and not getting caught with anything. You know, both these fighters are very, very fast. Fastest that we've seen tonight, Joey.
Of course, I'm telling you, that left hand of Jamin is lightning fast, and he goes to the body as well as the head from it, with it just as effective.
Archie recognized it that time and hit him there in the arm. And when Archie's moving forward there, he needs to start setting up those. He needs to start setting those up. Very good. Two times to the body on two separate combinations, then throws it overhand left. Jamin definitely setting those up very well. He caught Archie there. Archie's circling good. Archie's got to remain in the center of the cage if he wants to make the judges score in his favor. Jamin's doing a great job staying in the center, following his opponent, and there goes that takedown. He's got a guillotine choke in there. It's looking kind of tight. He's got the arm in though, and that's always very hard to finish, especially if you don't have that leg over around the side.
Now in Archie's position, what are you doing from here? Fighting that hand?
Right here, I'm going to the side that he doesn't have the lock on, and I'm going for the peek out to take the back.
Okay.
He keeps trying to finish that guillotine, but you know the thing is that has to be in really, really deep if he wants to finish that. Archie seems to be in a comfortable position right now, but you just never know.
And Jamin's got to be careful. He looks like he's a little bit more muscle bound, so he doesn't want to blow out his shoulders. Archie gives a thumbs up to the ref to say that he's okay. But, you know, all that muscle that Jamin has needs oxygen, so he doesn't want to burn his shoulder out.
Yeah, he's definitely tensing it up, and as you can see, his arm's weakened up, and he lost the guillotine there, and if I'm Archie right now, I'm looking for the pass.
And that's his left hand. That's Jamin's left hand. That's the one he's been throwing those bombs with, so, wow. Great.
Very good roll to use his legs, but he's got an angle on this. I don't know how deep it is right now. But, I mean, Archie, it doesn't seem to be affecting Archie that much. Jamin's got to watch out, like you said, Joe. He might burn his arms out here. Oh, see, and there you go. And Archie's on his back, and Jamin's in his guard, and got some action going on today, huh? Yeah, Jamin's arms look a little burnt out. You see those little pitter-patter punches he's throwing?
And we'll definitely see how that, that submission attack affects him in the third round.
You know, a very underutilized thing here in this position with guys in your guard is they're always exposing that knee. See how he's standing up, exposing that knee? And in Tough Enough, straight knee bars are legal. He can roll to that knee bar at any time.
And now, like I said, that's just that comes with the experience and noticing what's open, especially when you're getting hit.
So very good round for both fighters, but I'm gonna have to give that one to Jamin Tayaba. He maintained top control. You know, attempted 2 or 3 submissions.
Looks like Archie's still down here. Looks like he might have.
He does have a hurt rib. I know that from training with him, but you know I think he'll be able to continue. I don't think he'll give up a title fight on like that.
I hope he doesn't. You know, Archie's got the heart of a warrior, and he's gonna let a lot more than a busted rib stand in the way, especially with just one more round left.
Right, and I'm looking at Jamin over here in the corner, and he's looking very tired. He's breathing very heavy. He's sitting on the ground, not even sitting in the chair. He has both his arms down to his side. He looks very tired. I think Archie's going to get up and he'll be good to go. Got the doc checking him out. You know, kudos to both these fighters for stepping in the cage, and congratulations to them both on them making a title fight.
And a fight doctor, and we have some of the best medical staff here, at these organizations, because it is all about fighter safety in the amateur ranks as well.
All right, looks like they're going to continue this fight. Archie's good to go. And, you know, this is what Warriors are made of. You know, being able to go through these type of struggles and being able to make it through the pain, especially in this championship round, this is what separates the men from the boys right now.
Now, I really wonder if Jamin's going to utilize that left hand to the body now that he sees that Archie's rib is hurt.
I think the doctor's coming in and check him out one more time just to make sure.
Now, with broken ribs, it depends on where they are, but a lot of times if it's a severely broken rib, it can splinter off and even puncture a lung, so that's something that's in a doctor's mind as well.
Yeah, he didn't have a broken, he was having some rib issues, I think some cartilage, pressure crack issues, hard time breathing, but I think he's good to go. I think what happened was that when he got punched there, it kind of just like, stirred the pot a little bit there for him, but he's ready to go. He's telling the docs that he's good to go, and I think they're going to let him continue. The doc's pressing on it. He's not saying it's hurting, and he's telling me, yeah, I can breathe fine. He said everything's good. He says, I want to continue, I want to fight.
And, in all actuality, if I was in Archie's and I've been in Archie's situation, I could be in excruciating pain, but the heart and the determination that these guys have, they'll play it off, and they'll pay for it tomorrow. That's usually the goal, and that's usually the mindset of these fighters. There we go.
It's not every day you get a title shot.
No, not at all. Not every day you get into a cage fight either. So.
That is true. That's true. But here we go. Archie ready to go. Jamin ready to go. Third round championship. Let's go. Both fighters touched gloves, and we got ourselves a fight in this flyweight division. Both fighters good head movement, good body movement there.
And I wonder, like I said, if Jamin's going to utilize and kind of capitalize on that injury of Archie and bring that right hand to the body.
Very true. We'll see. We'll see if that break gave Jamin's arms a chance to recover there, because they did burn out. I don't know. Well, he threw that one a little slow and a little sluggish there. So Archie needs to pick some good shots right now. Needs to be in and out, in and out, in and out. But Jamin's being smart, keeping his distance. You know, Archie has the length on him.
Both of these fighters a little bit more timid.
Good left overhand again by Jamin, connecting there.
You're right. He is throwing that left a lot slower than he was in the first and second
he's throwing both hands. He's breathing pretty hard too. Good takedown right now by Jamin. Good job.
Now Archie has to get off his back. He has to.
Jamin looking for the pass. Archie can't sit there. He's got to shrink to one side. Jamin looking for that armbar. Archie's got his arms out. He could end up on top here. Archie's a hard time breathing. The ref calls it right there. Archie can barely breathe right now.
And that's an excellent read, especially from the referee. Rib injuries are no fun. Like you said, you knew he was coming in with a prior injury, and it takes nothing to disturb those ribs.
You know, sometimes this happens. You know, as an MMA fighter, we all understand that things can happen when you step into the cage. And Archie tried to weather through the storm, but sometimes it's just not enough. And of course, in any sport, especially in MMA, you know, the fighter's safety is first.
Of course, and you ask any athlete or fighter or anyone, rib injuries are the worst. You can't cast it. You can't really do much for it. You just have to let it heal naturally.
A lot of Epsom salt baths and a lot of ice baths.
And a lot of rest as well.
Yes.
Try not to laugh too hard.
So good job to Jamin Tayaba there by landing that good body shot a couple times, and then he landed when he was in the guard. Archie may not be feeling it now because that adrenaline's going. He's having a hard time breathing, but I guarantee tomorrow morning, Joe, he's going to feel it.
Oh, definitely. He's going to feel it. He's going to feel it for a couple weeks. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm definitely excited to see Archie come back next time.
Yes, most definitely. And so the ref calls a stop to this contest with about 1:30 left in the third round. Jamin Tayaba and Archie doing a good job on this fight. And, you know, very proud of both these fighters, Joey. They put on a spectacular show, especially in the flyweight division.
Ladies and gentlemen, this championship title fight is brought to you by Morbidly Obese Apparel. After 1 minute, 13 seconds into the third round, your winner by TKO to the injury and new Tough Enough flyweight champion, Jamin Tayaba.